Hey guys, how you going? It's been a little while since I've done an update video. I like to do these at least once a year or when I've got some news to share. Well, it's been a year and I've got some news. Some good, some bad. Let's start with some bad news. So a few weeks ago, I posted that I was having some computer problems, hit the blue screen of death, was not able to get into my computer at all. Called a technician on the Saturday and they came, couldn't get into it, took it to the lab. It's been there for about 2.5 weeks. And yeah, so 2.5 weeks not being able to work on the computer. Kind of brutal because I use the computer a lot. For that 2 weeks, they've been mostly just trying to figure out what went wrong and also trying to do some data recovery because C drive, where Windows is installed, is pretty unreachable. They can't really reach any of those files. And there's also another drive where I just do some, I don't even know what's on there, but that's also got some data loss. And in terms of the problem, they think it's probably something to do with my RAM. So they have tested my RAM on other computers at their store and haven't been able to get it to work. So my RAM has to be all replaced. And they think that that's caused some corruption with some of the files on two of my drives. So 3 weeks of not making videos is a pain. Replacing my RAM and SSD, that's an absolute pain. And all the money that bloody goes into data recovery, killer. But I think the biggest problem is the files that I'm going to lose. Now, unfortunately, this crash happened at the absolute worst time. I was 1 day away from uploading Mile Bay save game to the workshop, and then this happened. So unfortunately, Mile Bay save game, I think that's lost. Luckily, there's only one episode worth of content from Oceania I'll lose. So that bus and ferry episode that I did, I'll lose all that. And there's also another one that I'll lose, unfortunately. And so that's all stuff that I built on those save files. But then there's also 4 videos that I will also lose. That's a lot. That really sucks. And then not to mention all my presets and all the extra stuff that makes making videos so much faster and easier. I'm going to lose all that stuff as well. So it's going to be a pretty big blow. It really sucks. That's the bad news. And it's pretty bad news. All right, that's it for the bad news. I do have some good news. First up, I am going to have my very first sponsor for the channel. Could not have come at a better time. They reached out to me and I was like, this is perfect because I need to replace all this stuff on my computer, pay for data recovery that didn't even work. And yeah, it's the first time having a sponsor. So that'll be the next couple of videos. I get my computer back in a couple of days, if not today. And I just super stoked to be getting back into making videos. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably really sad that Mile Bay has just abruptly ended. I lost the save game and everything. Don't worry, I'm just gonna rebuild it. I had too much fun building that series and getting started. And I'm just gonna totally redo it all. I'm just gonna rebuild what we've already done. Probably do one episode just getting back up to scratch, and then we'll build some different stuff. But yeah, I'm really excited to get back into it, to be honest. That's gonna be my number one priority, is just getting Mile Bay back up and running. Same map, same assets, change a couple of bits and pieces, but pretty much it's gonna be the same thing. Thankfully, only a little bit of Oceania is lost. I can rebuild that. It's not going to be too much of a big deal. We've got a couple of really exciting episodes planned for Oceania, so that'll be also priority number 2. Springfield, I'm so close to finishing that series, and what I lost, I really don't want to rebuild it, so I'll just see how it go. We're wrapping that one up. I've got something lined up for the last episode that I'm really excited for. But yeah, that's to come too. And then on the 23rd of September, a new city building game comes out. It's called City State 2. I don't know if many of you guys have heard of it, but it looks awesome. I've been waiting for this game for quite a while, been following its development. It looks great, very different to City Skylines, but totally up my alley. I don't know, I might even do a whole series on it. I'll see how many people are interested in it, but I'm super interested. So that'll be something else that's going to be coming up on the channel. And then while we're talking about series, I may as well talk about Marble Mountain. For those of you waiting for Marble Mountain to return, I wanted to come back to that in October. Still plan to. Maybe we'll do it later October, because I've got a pretty full October already planned, and I need to kind of rebuild and do a whole bunch of figuring out what I lost in early October. So we'll see how we go. But Marble Mountains, yeah, I'm still super excited to get back into it. And then the last little bit of news is actually about next year, so 2022. As of last year, I have been working on the channel 1 day a week and my other job 4 days a week, which was so cool because it meant that I could release more videos. Next year, I'm going to be dropping another day of work. So I'll be working on the channel 2 days and my other job 3 days. And with that, that means I should be able to release 2 videos a week plus a live stream. And that's probably like my max. That is like the premium amount of videos I could ever ask for. And I've been able to do a little bit of that over the last couple of years because we've been in and out of lockdown. We've done a lot of stuff inside the house, so it's actually worked out pretty well being able to release that many videos. But fully vaxxed now, Australia's starting to open up a lot more. Summer's around the corner. I've got like a 1-year-old and a new family, and I want to be spending a little bit more time on the weekends, hanging out, doing things outdoors. Not trying to find every opportunity I can to work on the channel. It'd be nice to actually spend 2 days working on the channel like a job. Now, I owe you guys the biggest thanks for that because you watch, I'm able to do that. So thank you all so much. A huge thanks to my patrons who are over there supporting the channel. A big part of the reason why I can drop those days is because of those guys. So thank you guys so